flop your mule. And you understand that there's a specific chord structure that goes with it and a rhythm and a timing. And so you can take it and you add your own embellishments to it. So you can do two-note chords. Play with the rhythm a little bit. And then eventually you start adding more notes. You hear the term fiddling around. Something usually that means kind of tweaking it and maybe adding stuff to it. Well, the term came from fiddling. I write music for hammer dulcimer. One of my favorite places is down in southeast Kansas, where it's just absolutely beautiful. We found a series, a friend and I were out trespassing on farmers' property, and we found a series of arched bridges, stone bridges, that a man named Hammond had built down there. And we found a 3-arch stone bridge built by Hammond. And so, long story short, this is Hammond's Bridge. There are jokes told about hammer dulcimers, like there are about bagpipes and banjos. It's like, what's the difference between a chainsaw and a hammer dulcimer? A chainsaw has dynamic range. And so we have a reputation, this drum and bugle corps kind of reputation, of being really loud and playing really fast. And so I fight that every day. This is Hammond's Bridge, and it is not loud. Most of the time it's not fast. and I got to experience him as an infant. And so his room was across the hall from me, and his mother just sleeps like a brick. And I was so glad because, you know how babies will do that little rustle around noise. I jump out of bed, and I go in and I sleep. And if I had left him alone, you know, he'd have gone back to sleep. But I'd get him out of bed, and I'd take him in the living room, and we'd rock, and we'd listen to the clock, and we'd talk about what kind of instruments he was going to play. And he'd examine my garage, you know, and things like that. And so then about 2:30, I realized I had to get up and go to work. I teach school. I had to get up the next morning. So I go in and I bump the bed. And she goes, "What? The baby's up." And I give the baby. And she'd get up and she goes, "His clock is all messed up. I don't know why he's so wide awake in the middle of the night." Well, now she has Jensen. And Jensen sleeps all night. And she says, "I don't understand. How come they're so different?" I'm thinking, maybe it's because you're in your own house now. But this is the lullaby for Sky. This is Sky's lullaby. This is the clock.
Mm.